Welcome to Self-Discovery Support. This is going to be a storytelling discovery session supported by Oracle and Tarot cards. In this session, you may recognize yourself or the person you are connecting to in the characters, and I want you to think of this as an opportunity for reflection and growth. There's more information to help you on your journey in the description box. And also, please support my work with a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And let's start with this blessing. Most High, please guide this session for the collective's highest good. All right, so today we are looking at the theme, what you most need to know right now. We are using the Change Tarot, and we are using the Rana George Lenormand. Maybe I have both, and it depends on what I'm called to for your group, because they each give different messages. So yeah. All right, welcome back, and please take a couple seconds to choose A, B, or C, and then we're gonna start. All right, so if you chose group A, I'm gonna just bring this over here. If you chose group A, it's this dare energy, and it talks about opening your heart, right? The dare is it's a kind of softer energy. So for some of you, you could be feeling like you need to step into this softer energy. No, maybe it's a call to even like explore something emotional, which could be with a new person, could be even an aspect of yourself. But with this dare, I think it's like softening to someone. All right, so let's see what this is about. We had a 3 of Cups sideways. Some of you could have like not wanted to be really in any kind of social situation, or even date or anything like that. Maybe you felt like I'm not ready for that yet. And I see here with the 8 of Swords that it's like, yeah, I'm really keeping this at bay. I might be dating, but I don't want anything deeper, is what I am seeing. Now remember, this could be you or the person that you are connected to, right? So you put yourself where it needs to be. But I think no, there is something here that is calling you. It could be somebody coming into your life. And even just like, as I said, your heart energy opening up. Maybe you're at a point where you feel like you've healed, or you have had enough time to feel better in yourself. Because it feels like if you have this closed heart energy, it's probably because something happened to you in the past, right? You've had a hard time emotionally in relation to people and situations. But it's feeling here like there is an opportunity. If it's not here already, it's coming. Some of you could be creating this for yourselves. Look at that. I didn't even see this. The Lovers. So I'm feeling like this is a group of you that you could have, you could have maybe put up some kind of barrier. This is not for me right now. But guess what? Time has come that I think there is some kind of like feelings developing, either between you towards your person or somebody here towards you. And with this Wheel of Fortune, this could really be something that changes the outcome, right? So you could have been on a path of like, I'm doing what I want to do, focusing on me, focusing on work. But now I would say to you all that this could come unexpectedly. It's somebody that comes into your life and it just kind of like opens up how you feel about yourself and somebody else. It's almost like I didn't know I could have these feelings again. I don't know if you've ever had that sentiment where you feel like, yeah, I'm kind of done with relationships. I saw a comment on YouTube, like I think maybe yesterday. There was a guy that was saying, I'm 41. I'm done with dating. I'm just gonna live alone with my cat or something. And I thought, okay, I can see that that's like hurt, but this could be like the type of energy, right? But sometimes love and feelings emotionally catch you off guard at almost sometimes at the strangest times as well. And then everything changes and it can't go back, right? It really can't go back. Um, some of you could be using this as a platform to, when you notice that you have these type of feelings for someone or somebody having that for you, they could be using that as a platform to initiate some kind of change in their life. So either legally creating some kind of fairness. This could look like divorce, could some kind of balance, right? Could look like separation. It could look like separating assets, contracts, but it could also look like just taking the actions needed to right what you feel has been off balance, right? So maybe if you feel I haven't been giving so much to the social life, I've been really concentrating on work, other things, trying to be like really disciplined. Um, when I saw this, it just came to my mind like an academic. I don't know if anybody here is like an academic, but it feels like somebody that's been like concentrating on other things and could be information related, school related. Um, but anyway, let's get into your cards, right? Because I feel like I could riff for your group for a while because it's a kind of nice energy, right? So it's things opening up in a really great way for you. Group A, Three of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that you guys here, it was saying, okay, later I will invest in connecting to people. I don't really I'm not seeing the outcome right now of putting my energy and time into people, is how I'm seeing that. And so this is like a firm decision. I am not gonna explore that right now. And some of you could have been like really dead set on this. I don't want that. All barriers up to anybody who's trying to come in. But life is kind of funny because Three of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles, something shifts. I kind of feel like it's like, I don't know, you see something in a different perspective, or somebody introduces you to seeing something in a different way. Suddenly it's like, oh, the lovers is possible, right? For me, even. All right, so I have a feeling like this needs a little bit of a backstory. What is this thing that shifts for you that you are waiting on? Okay, this person is that enters your life. It's like a person that's, this is main character energy. So some of you who are listening to this reading could be masculine energy, because this is like a feminine energy, right? And it doesn't mean male or female, but it can. But there is somebody like a balancing to you that somehow there's a heart energy. I'm feeling things for this person. I'm seeing the long term. Why don't I just take the chance? Even if there are issues, maybe, just maybe, I could have that new beginning, right? Even though I've been this stoic, reserved, walled off person, maybe now's the time to change that, right? And so that is what I'm seeing here. for you guys. This is, okay, I want to say, is this you, group A, or is this somebody coming towards you? This is feeling like communication received. So, you know, group A, this could be somebody coming towards you, or it could be some kind of opening up to somebody, sharing something with somebody that you kind of hid, right? And along with that, it feels like this could be actually a very fulfilling situation in various ways. Like we have the romantic, right? The heart energy. We have the physical, the intimate energy. We have the long term, I see myself with this person type of soulmate energy here. So if you relate to group A and you chose this there, this is going to be like really good for you, I think, shortly. How fast? I just am interested like how fast this is. I think within the year, I think, you know, with tarot, sometimes fast is relative. And sometimes a year is fast in tarot because, you know, life is thousands of years. But anyway, I think this is like good things coming quite soon. And quite soon, I think, is within the year. So something to look out for. That's actually a good thing. Okay, a good question. What should you look out for? The Lenormand does not go in reverse, but this card is wanting to go in reverse. It's maybe somebody that does not, is almost like open. They don't have any kind of guile. What does that mean? It's somebody that doesn't kind of like hide behind a mask. It's somebody who's just very like truthful, honest, right? This is upright. This is somebody that could have a little bit of a strategy, like a scheme, right? But this person could be somebody that's not that. It could be somebody that you feel quite comfortable with. They could have a strong personality in certain ways, like very protective of themselves. So this could be somebody that's like a truth teller. And I think that would be good because it's going to balance things out for you. As somebody else who's guarded, you could see yourself in that person. All right, so communication is going to be good between you two, and that's one of the ways you'll know. Maybe it will be strong communication, but it will be kind of like maybe active, you know, like lively type of thing. All right, and this is how we're going to start to close this up now. What's the advice for you, Group A? All right, it feels like the big issue here, Group A, is that if you have been somebody that we saw, maybe you weren't prioritizing romance, maybe for various reasons you were hurt, etc. There's, you know, like I don't trust so fully, or I have blockages up. It's saying to you that in this period between now and when you, this person comes in, which as I said, it's like, it's looking like within the year. It's, you're being advised to somehow solve these issues. What is my block here in love, romance, in connecting to somebody? Is it that I was hurt and I'm putting that past on the new person? Is it that I was raised in a certain type of family, so I don't know how to show love or care, etc.? Whatever it is, it's saying like find a solution, because you don't want this new person coming in to be locked out, right? This is your, it's almost like universe sending this to you. Here you are. And you don't want to miss that, right? You want to be the best version for that thing that's coming in, that's like good energy. All right. And with this, scythe, lastly, this could be sudden. Could be sudden, right? So think about things like, where am I traveling to? Where am I? Who am I meeting? All these things without putting too much pressure on it. All right, we're going to get the zodiac charms for you. who is here for group A? This could be you or your person's sun, moon, rising, Venus, or north node. We have Taurus, Sagittarius, we have is this Scorpio? Scorpio. We have Libra. We have Virgo. We have Aquarius. It's feeling like one more. Okay, Gemini. Okay, so this was your reading, group A. You had the dare. Let me know if you're related to the dare or if this dare is somebody else you think that's coming in for you. All right, so we're gonna move on now to group B, but group A. If you like this, please do leave a thumbs up and of course subscribe. All right, group B is the dolphin. All right, group B, dolphin. Okay, this one says open up to emotional healing. Okay, so if you chose this dolphin card, group B, it feels like there's going to be a period here for you of a lot of the things that were unresolved in your life, and this could be to do with people, right? Could be to do with a person, a situation. It feels like it's like new energy is how I feel, dealing with the emotional issues. Now let's see more about that for group B. Okay, which one is it that I should use? Okay, this deck, the Lenormand. Okay, let's see what's here for you, group B. You have the card of emotions first out. Ooh. Now, I just said to group A that the Norman is not in reverse, but they're coming out like squarely in reverse. I think I should take note of that. Okay. And reverse is not a bad thing per se. It's just like another way to get the energy. Okay. All right, so let's see what this is. All right, group B. It feels like there are people who are close to you. This could be a family situation, a family dynamic. And when I say family, it can mean your family of origin. So like mom, dad, sister, brother type of thing. Or it can be a family that you have created for yourself. So wife, children type of thing, husband. Or the other option here is like friendships, right? Some people create family through friendships. So you listen out for which one suits you best right here. It feels like there's some kind of upturn in terms of whichever one of those types of family dynamics you fit into. It feels like there is like a new day, a better day coming. So, like if you're someone that it's like my friendships that I am struggling with, or it's my family of origin, like my mom and dad type of strife or sibling strife. There's something here which is going to turn around, and it looks like it's going to be optimistic, and it's going to be led by really the feelings that you have for each other. And it's feeling like if you could be in a place where you don't want to necessarily open up to that, or you haven't felt like you've been able to open up to that, it's feeling like what's going to take you through is the emotional, the affection, right? The love that you have for each other. All right, that's just that feels like a kind of a side message. Let's get into your cards. All right, so I kind of feel here this could be to do with a romantic connection. Could be. It's feeling like there is somebody, group B, that maybe you have been connected to, who you felt like this person was gonna be your long-term partner, or maybe you had already decided that they were your partner. You could have been very emotional about this person, like felt a lot of feelings for them. You could have felt guided towards this person, this type of relationship with them. It's also looking like maybe because of this, you have taken some kind of break from your social life. So you could be group B, you could be somebody that you normally go out, you normally are very social. Maybe you're normally dating, casually dating. It's feeling like taking a break from that because it's like you want to create a good energy. You're trying to create like better energy because it feels like, okay, it feels like you have become serious about somebody now. If at this point you feel this is not you, this could be the person connected to you, right? And you'll know as I'm talking. But it's feeling like whoever this is that you're feeling, it's like I'm coming into more feelings for my person. The other person had some kind of blockage up. Both of you could have had blocks up because what I'm seeing here is a situation where it does feel there has been difficulty because one person has decided to put up some kind of barrier or wall, step away from the other person, isolate themselves. Boundaries, strong boundaries is what this person might say I have introduced. The other person has become kind of very upset about this, which I guess I could see that, how that's fair, for somebody to feel upset that somebody shut them out. And now it's feeling like it introduced a lot of issues into a dynamic where people were loyal to each other. We were great friends. We were good together type of energy, but now there are some issues here, right? And but the energy here is we're going to change this, right? This is what I'm seeing in the cards. It's not that we stay in this energy, but what's happening now for you, group B, is whether you know it or not, this type of difficulty energy, tension energy is going to change somehow. And it feels like a conversation could be what leads this off. And it's just going to like brighten up everything for you. It's going to like emotions flowing is what I feel. And you know how this could look is like, even if you're talking to this person, this could be someone crying, like, I'm sorry about the way things went type of thing. Okay, let's see. I want to see what this is. Yeah, it's because like trust was broken. It feels like in your relationship, putting less time and energy and care into the relationship has led to some issues here. But I think that you two have such care for each other, or such a connection, such an emotional connection, that it really just needs a good conversation. It really just needs opening up about secrets, things undisclosed, for trust to start to be rebuilt. Somebody here is very interested in a relationship again. They want like this the way we were before, the security, the bond. Somebody feels very connected to the other one. Your group B, it feels like both of you feel that way. Whether you feel that way or not about your person, You might feel like they don't feel that way, but I guarantee you they do. Yeah. So it feels like this dolphin energy of open up to emotional healing is actually between two people. And it's actually not, I thought this was just like your energy, group B, but it's feeling like both of you have to go a little bit deeper into how you feel about each other and kind of like start to unpack all of that, like vulnerability, right? Is what's needed. Truth is what's needed. All right. Is there anything I want to ask here? I don't know. What caused this strife? What caused the strife here? Somebody cut the other one off. So yeah, somebody cut communication off from the other person as a kind of strategy. And this is peeking out, right? It's a kind of like, there's two things here. One of you in this connection, and you could tell me who side you are on, which one you are, group B. Somebody here decided that for some reason, they are gonna just cut this off as some kind of strategy to either almost like strategize getting somebody into an energy of lack. So almost like control. Some people do this, like I want to steer you in a certain path because you're not doing what I want you to do. And the other thing that's here is this person could have cut the other one off, stopped communicating, and moved on to some kind of other party. Right? There's a woman here and there's a snake. This can be like another person that was hidden from plain sight. So yeah, that is a lot, right? What can be done here? What can be done here to heal this? All right. You all know what the issue is, right? You all know that one person was basically unfair. One person kind of handled the other person in a very unkind way, is what I would say. One person made the other one feel like they were not important to them, disregarded them, and treated the connection lightly. And that caused complete trust and breakdown here. But you both know what the issue is. And it does mean on one side, I don't even need to draw cards for each person. It's like, this is for both of you, right? It's on one side, group B, the person who was the perpetrator, right? The one that did the action to make the other person feel a certain way, needs to be accountable and understand that, okay, what I'm turning up for now is we have to work on this. It's not I'm going to turn up now and everything is going to like open up and it's going to be good again. That's not how it works when you're solving an issue. So we have to like work through the tensions, unpick it together. They always say like both of us against the problem, right? And the problem is, why was it that one of us felt the need to do this? What is that's happening here? On the other person's side, the one who this was done to needs to, I think it's for your own good health. You don't have to take this person back, but it's gonna be more like, all right, let's try to work things through. Let's try to repair things and just let me make space for this person to work through this issue. That doesn't mean I'm recommitting anything, but it's really about your growth with this person and your growth in general. So this emotional healing is both of you, right? It's both of you in this dolphin energy. It's almost like time has come for that. All right, so group B, let's see who is here. Ooh, one came out already. This could be you or your person in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. Scorpio, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this is, okay, that's Capricorn. All right, so that was your reading group B. If you like this, please do subscribe, give a thumbs up, and you can tell me if you relate to this dolphin energy, or you feel it's like more your person, or if it's more you. Okay, so we're going to move on to group C shortly. Thanks so much for staying for the reading. Okay, there's so many cards here. Okay. All right, group B is... Group C is the starfish. Ooh, the starfish. So, the starfish talks about, this one says find internal validation. So this is going to be either you or your person that we're talking about here. This could be somebody that there's a real energy of like, I need attention from many people, right? So you can, yeah, you can see, is this me? Is this my person here? This is somebody that, you know, I think about the starfish like regenerating if they need to. It's almost like this person can shift for different groups. They'll do what they need to do to get that attention, right? To get what their needs met. This is somebody that maybe doesn't have a strong internal life, or how to say, work on building their own type of like self-esteem. It feels like they need people. So this could be a really social, likable person, but this person does need that external validation. And that can be a iffy place if you are in a relationship, because one, if you're on your own and you need that validation, you will be with people that you shouldn't be with only just to get their validation, just to feel better. You'll do things that maybe you would think differently about if you felt stronger in yourself, right? So let's pause that there and let's look at the cards that we have here. Okay, which one shall we use? Okay, I feel it's the tarot. Okay. All right, so let's see what is happening in this situation. Yeah, I think this is somebody that was very social, or is very social. This starfish person, and is always looking for a new opportunity or possibility, right? Always trying to meet new people, always trying to be out there, always, yeah, it's like, you know, there's some people that need to be around people, and some people that get their internal source from within because they work on it. All right. I think this is talking to somebody or describing your person, right? Or there's somebody here that it feels like, how do I say this? This person could be, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this. This is somebody that's like a professional relationship person. How do I say that? Somebody who needs to always be in relation to others, but as a way of finding somebody to commit to, right? So always needing to be in a committed relationship with somebody. And committed relationship can look like, it's not only marriage, but it can be like, I need to set you up in some kind of way. Like, okay, it can be a work partner, or you can be in the role of like my friend, my advisor, my teacher, whatever it is. But they need these relationships around them socially. And yeah, we all do, but it's like this is a real need here. Um, Ace of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. This is somebody that is like, that makes them happy. They look for those opportunities because it's like somebody who's always looking for finding their happiness within the connection to others. Now, this could sound strange to you when I say that, because it often, a lot of people do assume like, yeah, that's why we get into relationships. And actually, you should be getting into relationships feeling good about yourselves already, so that you have something to contribute to the other person. You know, if you get into a relationship where I need a lot from you, I need a lot for you to provide me this happiness in my life, you will become like a taker, right? It will drain the energy of that relationship. Three of Wands with the Nine of Wands. This person could have been on the lookout for who what else is out there. It's almost like I need to see more. But this could have become quite draining, right? Trying over and over again. It's somebody that really wants to be in love, wants to be in a partnership, because it's like, I think this is going to provide me with my life's happiness in a way, right? And I know this sounds it sounds odd. If this is you, group C, a lot of people have this orientation, this attachment way, and it's not something that you're locked into. It's just learning how to provide your own inner life, your own inner sense of esteem, your own world, so that somebody joins you and you connect worlds, rather than I need you to provide me with all these things that I lack, all this sense of happiness in my life, type of thing. For some of you, this could be somebody you're connecting to, right? What else do we need to know here? Yeah, this is what I was talking about before. It's like feeling that without other people, I feel completely in need. Page of Swords. Okay, some of you, if this is you or this is your person, whoever this is starting to become aware of it. Maybe through readings like this, but also maybe just by looking online. And I will tell you that if you relate to this, or you know someone that you're relating to, this looks to me like what you might call like anxious attachment. It's like, I need others, really, or I feel empty. This Page of Swords energy is, this person might be researching, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this need? And this could be somebody that is always on the lookout for people who will be able to pour care into them, right? This is what excites them, is like to explore that type of energy. But often what happens is that it feels like this card makes me think of something I heard years ago about sexual strategy. That everybody's way of relating to people, their personality, it's a theory, right? That is a sexual strategy, or your attachment style is a sexual strategy. um it's like how we have learned to adapt or cope to seek relation to others. And it feels like that's a strategy, but it's feeling like that strategy has actually caused more endings for this person than beginnings, right? um okay, I want to know about this. Like, was this person finding out? Okay, they're finding out about what makes them happy, what actually soothes them, um what they're actually seeking in people, why the fights that happen in their life, the things that happen in relationship, why they happen, and maybe trying to like end that. Okay, Nine of Swords. Okay, two nines. This person, the good news about this starfish, if you are the starfish, or if your person is a starfish, this person is almost like internalizing, which is good. It's somebody who's starting to think about themselves, starting to think about what I need. Maybe things come up, I feel I'm thinking about the things I've done in the past, or how I view things and my past relationships. And the thing you should know, either for you or your person, is that there is actually an opportunity for new. There's an opportunity for new. There's always an opportunity for change, right? Because this is where we're at. I'm dissatisfied with my connections, but universe is always going to give you an out, right? It's always going to give you that option. Yeah. So this is actually a good reading because it's somebody that is making that cycle, or is turning life around. What is the outcome? I feel like I need to ask that for you. Group C. It's somebody who is in charge in their life, somebody who's able to stand confidently and go for what they want. Maturity. Somebody who is healed or healing. Somebody who is able to leave behind certain things, people, and behaviors that they felt didn't work for them. That is amazing, right? This is almost like full circle type of energy. So if you chose this starfish group and you relate to this, or your person you feel is this person, I think you have to feel good. There's a change that's happening here. Yeah. I don't even know if you need advice on top of this, but like, okay, let's get some advice. Let's get one card. What's the advice? Five of Swords. This reminds me of that song. I think it's the Case of the X Factor, or the X Factor. No, it's the X Factor. I'm thinking of a different song. Okay, the X Factor, where she says, we both end up with scars, and love is like a battle. Love is like a battle where we both end up with scars. And it's feeling like you are... Hey, there's two of you. I think that this could be two of you. It doesn't have to be a struggle, right? Is what it's telling you. It doesn't have to be a struggle between you and your person. It's just figuring out new ways to relate to each other. And I think you're on the way, but you need to take it slow, take it easy, communicate. And don't think of this as like, how can I win? How can I get them? How can I feel better? How can I dominate even? How can I... Those things don't belong in a proper partnership. All right, so that is what I have here. I think this group C is always like the difficult reading or the heavier reading, but I think it's always like, if you are in group C, it's the redemptive reading. It's the one that you're actually making changes. in your life, so that's good. Congratulations. All right, so if who's here? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node for Group C? Okay, Group C, we have Cancer, we have Aries, Aquarius, Scorpio, Libra, we have Virgo, we have Pisces. Okay, as your Gemini, I just missed that out. As you are your person's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. All right, so did you relate to the starfish, or do you feel like this is more your person, Group C? All right, if you enjoyed this, please do give a thumbs up and of course subscribe. And I'd love to have you here on another reading. All right, so take care and I'll see you next time.